In this video, I'm about to show the world my power that's been given me to have by them who are in heaven. Because you see, Iran, Israel, telling y'all, like all y'all in the Middle East that keep up this religious war, this war for land, just fighting each other, picking these crazy excuses to fight each other. Oh, y'all gonna be fighting. But it ain't gonna be against each other if y'all don't stop very soon. Nah, not very soon. Like, y'all better stop. Y'all better stop very quickly. For if not, I shall pray fervently. That means day and night, night and day, till heaven does seek to hear that which I have. That's that which I shall bid of it. For seeing my prayer, I only ask one thing, and that's I'll be forgiven my sins. Everything else I shall pray shall be but a hand against Israel, Iran. It's going to come down upon the instigator of it. So we know who is coming down on first. But then Israel, I warn you, when you see them at your mercy, then you must let it go. For if not, then that same hand which shall have them at mercy shall also have you at mercy. In other words, y'all need to stop fighting very quickly, because heaven is going to show itself. I have no doubt upon that, because I shall pray. You might say, who am I? Well, I come in this day and time with a certain truth. In fact, if you listen to me, you wouldn't be fighting right now. You will lay down your arms. You will destroy all your rockets. You will start to dismantle all your guns and start to build a system that reaches all across the whole world. That each one of us should be able to commune with each other. For this is what all your metals, they are precious, but not the way y'all use them. Y'all use them to make weapons. All this designing and coming up with weapons, all you scientists need to stop. Y'all need to stop doing such things. Forget such knowledge even exists and start to build on the land. Build on the transportation. Build on making things for when natural disasters. But guess what? When you start to do this, stop making weapons, start building upon the land, connecting all nations, where a man could just pick up out of his house and say, I want to go to Paris today. And go. Instead of having to have money and pay for this and have to have... No, just go. And build houses, just houses upon houses where people could stay. No locks on doors unless you go inside. Yeah, locks on the doors, but that's just for people you go inside. You want your privacy not to be disturbed. Boom. Nobody needs a key. Because nobody won't want nothing to have. Because everything you'll have is anybody can have. So the fact that you won't even care if somebody take what you have. For there be abundance of it. This is how we should be living life. But y'all greedy for power, wealth. Wealth because you think wealth is power. Well, money is a power. But it's a power you really don't want to indulge in because it's evil. Yeah, they say that, well, you can use it for good. Yeah, but it's still evil. It's an evil substance. You know why? Because it's not supposed to be in the world. We are supposed to be givers, not lenders or borrowers. No, just everything in life is free, such as the air you breathe and the water you drink. Yo, it shocked me. When I was a little kid, you could have never told me that they was going to start selling water. Do you hear me? And they started doing it. And they started doing it. And now, it's gotten so worse. I mean, y'all don't see nothing wrong with selling water, selling flowers, selling weed, selling drugs, or selling anything. selling food. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. But there's a great deal that heaven sees wrong with it. And do you know what heaven sees wrong with it? It was all given to us freely. Heaven didn't charge us for these things. Oh yeah, we cursed ourselves. So then we had to, because at first we didn't have to grow anything from the earth. And truly, we still don't. We don't have to grow nothing from the earth. All we have to do is let it grow. And make sure the seeds fall back to the ground. That's all we truly got to do. But then there's a little more work involved. But if we go back to living right, there should be no work involved. The land will start to get plentiful again. Heaven shall restore everything. Everything shall be restored. It's going to be restored. All these things that man has slowly taken away and destroyed. Because what I mean by destroyed, listen, nothing is never truly destroyed because everything only changes. But some things are destroyed, such as when man get his hand on them, because man will take the oil of the earth, let's say, and oil of the earth, it has its purpose in the earth also. But man is so greedy at wealth, he'll take more oil out of the earth than he truly needs to, not realizing that. That's why I tell you, all of y'all fighting because you Palestinians, Iran. Y'all sitting over there fighting, bombing Israel because y'all want the land. Y'all want Israel. Because I think there's so much wealth there. Whoa, man. Do you not know heaven? Well, listen, I just warn y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Because heaven, the world shall see who the instigator is. Heaven shall show. Because I'm going to tell you, it's not Israel. It's you, Iran. You are wrong in this. You are wrong in two left foots. As I told you, the land, they not the ones who the land truly belongs to. No, I ain't going to say truly, because the land does truly belong to them. But they not the ones who first inhabited the land. But the land was given to them. Do you understand? And what heaven does, you ain't going to undo. But do you realize what was given to them was the worst part? And that's what befuddles me. It makes me laugh at all of you, especially you Muslim terrorists. Because that's really who you are that's going against Israel right now. You fighting for the land, that's the worst part. And you're so stupid and ignorant because you're blinded by your way and your religion that you don't see this. And then you don't even follow by what the Quran says. You don't follow behind it. Yeah, because you really don't see it. In fact, by your eyes, the Quran is telling you two things. The Quran is telling you don't kill, but then the Quran is telling you kill infidels. But then tell you don't kill. And so you try to divide that. So it says, don't kill those who bear witness like you. No, God didn't say that. And then you could go further on and read in the Quran, as such as, let me tell you, it's a surah. I don't even go, you already know. I tell everybody, I don't read your books. I did not say that I've never read them. But I know today, I don't read the books. I don't have to. I've read them, I studied them long years ago. And let me tell you, one thing that I did see from studying all of them, they was all basically about that religion. Like the Quran was about Islam. The Torah was about fucking Jews. And fucking King James Version of the Bible about your Christians and Methodists, That's basically your three groups. Then later on, you came out with the Jehovah's Witnesses, which my best friend, Darrell Dowdell, God bless you, too. Him and his mother, Earlene Rolette. Miss Rolette, I hope you're doing fine. I love you, too. God bless you all. But, even that way. And I used to go to church and listen. I even studied. So, and their way is, all of y'all ways are filthy rags. Do y'all understand? And that was one thing that I did see, because it was like all of the books, and all of the books, this is how you know through time man has put his input in it. Even so, as far as to go as to try to explain scripture, not being one of the prophets, who really the prophets didn't come to try to explain anything. They just came telling you things. Then you had your, what they call apostles, who came to try to explain what God, because God, after when he came, see, the prophets came before God. When God came, he came revealing all that the prophets had told you and more. And then the apostles were supposed to teach what he taught, and all he taught was love. That's all. The one who is God. That man, there's one man who did walk on this earth, and he is God. And he came out of the womb of the woman into the flesh by the power of the one who created all things. And this is what makes that one who came by that power, makes him God. And the only one who is God is him. Yes, a man that walked over 2,000 years ago now. And we all know his name, yet many give him different titles. But remember, he was killed because he said he was God. This is why they killed him. They say, nah, they killed him because he said he was a king. He never said that. He said, I am God. And that was he did every time, he did everything that went against their rules. Like, he healed somebody on the Sabbath day when nobody was supposed to work. Yeah, he healed somebody. And they like, yo, boom, that was strike number one. Then so many other things did he do that, they just wanted him out of there. Especially when he went into the house of worship and seen what they was doing in there. He overturned everything. That's when they wanted him dead. But you could say that, see, this is something that history might got out of alignment. It was after the Lord thy God, that man who did walk this earth, when he walked into the house of worship that day and seen what they were doing, he lost it. He lost it. That he started flipping tables and all of that. And then he ran. And ain't nobody see him for 40 days and 40 nights. And then when he came back, that was when he started really showing them. See, up until that point, you could say he just performed minor miracles. When he reached that point where God got angry while he was in the flesh, he got angry. And it would have been unlike any other man who has anger. His anger would have been much different. As you can see, he went on. Now, it's the house of worship is crowded. The courtyard up into the house is crowded with everybody trying to sell everything. He came into the courtyard, took witness to it, and went through and tore everything up. And this was no small courtyard, nor just a few amount of people. Here's one man coming through, flipping and tearing up everything. And ain't not one person tried to, let's just say one person did try to stop him. And from that one, no one else tried to stop him. And he went through and tore up the whole courtyard and still was fuming. While he tearing it up, he's teaching. And it's as if you could see the very fire from his soul. And when he finished teaching, you guess you could say he still wasn't satisfied. It was like he was about to lose it. So he ran. He went up into the mountains for 40 days and 40 nights. And when he came back down, you could say he was even further changed. And you know why he lost it? Because he came into this world to show all of us the beauty of the heavens, that we may have it here on earth. So life can become what life is, a beautiful thing. That's all life is. It's beautiful. We brought the evil into it. But he has come, God came and showed us how to take the evil out. Yet, we refuse. Well, the time is very close and near. So that Iran, Israel, I tell you, stop this war. Stop firing these rockets. Because I just looked at YouTube and they're talking about the war is intensifying. So now I'm about to go to heaven. That it intensifies its destruction upon you until you stop. God bless you. I love you all. I'm going to pray now.